I never get that. Thank you. That's awesome. I appreciate it. I'll make this one even shorter then. Stop the swings. We're glad you're here. I mean, till after the show. Apparently they squeak and it like becomes something some of the actors can only hear. So let's not swing till after the show. Thank you for coming. Please turn your cell phones off, right? Because you don't want to be that person, right? We're filming and your phone goes off, and then we'll turn the camera to you. Set change. Let's see, what else have we got? Shrek is coming up next. Yes, that's going to be fantastic. Here's another fantastic thing. I think our building permit gets submitted on Tuesday, which means we can then begin construction. It's going to change. Yeah, that's a huge deal. Yes. Yes, so hopefully in a short amount of time, we're going to have like a 30-foot by 50-foot extension on this stage so that by the time Shrek rolls around, we'll do it in a big stage.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be great. All of the studios will be built. We'll have new air conditioning.
Woo.
Yeah, that means a lot.
And that is quite a good thing.
Yes, it's a very good thing. Let's see what else. If you brought it with you, please take it with you and at least throw it in the trash can, if not all the way out. 2 weeks. It's an amazing amount of production that went into a short 2 weeks. These guys are fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and just stop talking and let's enjoy the show. Ready? Let them know.
Mrs. Wormwood. A child, the most precious gift the natural world can bestow upon us, has been handed to you. A human being, a life, a person, a wonderful new person is about to come into your life and bring with it love and magic and happiness and wonder. Ow! Bloody hell! Every life I bring into this world restores my faith in each time and yet unbroken mind. Every life is unbelievably, unbelievably. The chance of existence, almost infinitely small. The most common thing in life is life. Every single life, every life is a miracle.
Where is he? Where's my son?
Mr. Wormwood, are you smoking a cigarette?
What? Oh, of course. I'm sorry, Doctor. What was I thinking? This calls for a proper smoke. Oh my word, he's an ugly little thing.
This is one of the most beautiful children I have ever seen.
Where's his thingy?
His what?
His thingy. Whatchamacallit? His doodah. What have you done with his thingy?
This child does not have a thing because...
What? A boy with no thingy? Look at you dumb, stupid woman. This boy's got no thingy.
Mr. Wormwood, this child is a girl, a beautiful, beautiful age girl.
Is there still time for the biannual inter-championships and amateur sausage and...
Competition's finished. You missed it. Is there any way we can exchange it for a boy?
This is the worst day of my life! Oh, my undercarriage doesn't feel quite normal. My skin looks just revolting in this phosphorescent light. And this gown is nothing like the semi-formal, semi-Spanish gown I should be wearing in the semi-finals tonight. I should be dancing Tarantella, Not dressed in hospital cotton.
brand new luxury cars, sir. Who are they good runners? Well, let's put it this way. You wouldn't beat them in a race. Oh, no, sir. Yes, sir. They are good runners, sir. So, how much exactly?
Harry!
Hang on.
Look at this! She's reading a book! That is not normal for a 5-year-old. I think she might be an idiot. Listen to this. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of...
Ah! Stop scaring your mother with that book, boy.
I'm a girl. And she keeps trying to tell me stories, Harry. Stories! Who wants stories? I mean, it's not normal for a girl to be all thinking.
Let me call you straight back. Will you please shut up? I'm trying to make the biggest business deal of my life, and you will not shut up. I mean, it's your fault. You spend us into trouble, and you expect me to get us out of it. What am I, a flaming escapologist?
Escapologist, he says. What about me then? I've got a whole house to look after. Dinners don't microwave themselves, you know. If you're an escapologist, then I must be an acrobat to balance that law. The world's greatest acrobat. And I'm off to leave my roots, and I shan't talk to you the rest of the evening, you horrid little man.
But I'm gonna make us rich.
Rich? How rich?
Very rich. Russian businessmen, very, very stupid. I'm gonna sell them 155 knackered old bangers as brand new luxury cars.
But that isn't fair. The cars will break down. What about the Russians?
Oh, fair, listen to the boy.
I'm a girl.
Fair doesn't get you anywhere, you thick-headed twit brain. Oh, thank heavens Michael has inherited some of my old man's brain. Hey, son.
Michael. Well, I shall take the money when you earn it, and I shall spend it. But I shan't talk to you because of this big old lady who's spoken to me tonight.
It's your fault with your stupid books and your stupid reading.
What? But that isn't right. I didn't do anything.
Oh, right. I'll tell you something. You're off to school in a few days' time, and you won't be getting right there. Oh, no. I know your headmistress, Agatha Trunchbull, and I told her all about you and your smarty pants ideas. Big, strong, scary woman used to throw the hammer for the Olympics. Now imagine what she'll do to a horrible, squeaky little goblin like you, boy.
I'm a girl.
Now off to bed, you little bookworm.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So they say the subsequent fall was inevitable. They never stood a chance, they were written that way. Innocent victims of their story. Like Romeo and Juliet. 'Twas written in the stars before they even met. That love and fate and a touch of stupidity would draw them up. Their hope of living happily, the endings are often a little bit gory. Wonder why they didn't just change their story. We're told we have to do what we are told, but surely sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're little, you can do a lot to mess a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and get on top, you might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right.
Black blonde hair, extra strong, out of reach of children. Oil of violets, hair long from there. Yep. In the slip of a bolt, there's a tiny bolt, the seed of a war in a creek of cooler where the sun can begin. The black wing, the tiniest mite packs the mightiest thing every day. Starts with the tick of a clock, all escapes. Starts with the click of a lock. Stuck in your story, want to get out, don't have to try.
hair needs a good brain. Now, the secret to my success in business is... Secrets. Yes, son. Secrets. The secret to my success in business is oil of violets hair tonic for men. Now stand back, son. Let your old man get to work. Oh yeah, that's it, all right. That's where it's at. Yeah, that's it. That's the bananas right there. Yeah. You see, son, a man in business simply cannot fail to get noticed when he looks like this.
Your hair! It's green!
Good Lord, woman, have you started already? It's not even 8:30. My hair, it's green.
What on earth did you do that for? Why do you want green hair?
I don't want green hair. I didn't do anything.
Maybe. You used some of Mommy's peroxide by mistake. That's exactly what you've done, you stupid man!
My hair, my lovely hair. Oh my good Lord, I've got to deal today with the Russians. What am I gonna do?
I know what you could do.
What is it? What can I do?
You could pretend you're an elf.
That's it, I will pretend that. What are you talking about, you fool? The boy's a loony.
Mom, would you like to hear a story? Don't be disgusting. Go on, go back to that library of yours or something. Soon you're locked in that school, the better.
Matilda, what a pleasure to see you. Here in the library again, are we?
Yes. I mean, my mom wanted me to stay at home with her. She misses me so much. Dad, too. He loves it when I'm around. But I think it's good for grown-ups to have their own space.
Your parents must be so proud to have a girl as clever as you. And do you tell them lots of stories like you do with me? Oh, I do love your stories, Matilda. And that's not a hint, by the way, but if you did happen to have a story you wanted to share
Goodbye,
with
Miss Phelps. See you next week.
Goodbye, Miss Honey. Good luck with the Tolstoy. As I was saying, Matilda, I'm not hinting at anything, but if you did happen
Who was
to
that lady?
That lady? Oh, that was Miss Honey. She's going to be your teacher.
That lady's going to be my...
Yes, your teacher. Now look, are you going to tell me a story or not?
Once upon a time... Once upon a time, the two greatest circus performers in the world, an escapologist who could escape from any lock that was ever invented, and an acrobat who was so skilled that she could actually fly, fell in love and got married. They performed some of the most incredible feats together, and people would come from miles around, kings, queens, celebrities, and astronauts, and not just to see their skill, but also to see their love for each other. It was so deep, it said cats would purr as they walked past them, and dogs would weep with joy. They moved into a beautiful old house on the edge of town, and in the evenings they would walk and take the air. The children of the town would wait in anticipation, waiting for a glimpse of the shiny white scarf that the acrobat always wore. For they had only to call tricks, tricks, and the great performers would instantly oblige with the most spectacular show just for them. But, although they loved each other, although they were famous and everyone loved them, they were sad. We have everything, says the acrobat.
We have everything.
We do not have the one thing in the world we want most. We do not have a child.
Patience, my love.
Patience, my love, says the escapologist. Time is on our side. Even time loves us.
Oh, Matilda.
But time is the one thing no one is master of. And as time went on, they grew quite old, and still they had no child. At night, they listened to the silence of their big empty house, and imagined how beautiful it would be if it had the sounds of a child playing.
Matilda, this is very sad.
Do you want me to stop?
Don't you dare.
Their sadness overwhelmed them and grew them on to even more dangerous feats.
for their work became the only place they could escape the inescapable tragedy of their lives. And so, it was decided they would perform the most dangerous feat ever known to man. "It is called," said the escapologist, announcing the event to the world's press, listening with bated breath. "The burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharp and spiky objects, caught by the man locked in the cage. And it is the most dangerous feat ever known to man." "It is our destiny," says the acrobat. "It is where the loneliness of life has led us."
Well, what happened next?
I don't know. Not yet, anyway.
But isn't there a little more? I mean, just a little bit.
Goodbye,
isn't
Miss
it?
Phelps. I'll see you tomorrow.
After your first day of school.
2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 9 is 18. 2 times 10 is 20. 2 times 11 is 22. 2 times 12 is 24.
My word, that is very...
13 times 2 is 26. 14 times 2 is 28. 15 times 2 is 30. 16 times 2 is 32.
Stop! Good heavens, how far can you go?
I don't know. Quite a long way, I think.
Do you think you could tell me what 2 times 28 is?
56.
Well, yes. Now, this is much harder, so don't worry if you don't get it, but 2 times 487. If you
974.
12 sevens.
84.
No way. Let's leave math for the time being and look at reading. Can anyone read this? Ooh, me. Oh, it's me. Very well, Nigel. I think we better leave that there for now. We don't need to burst a blood vessel on your first day. Lavender? Is the first word tomato? No, but tomato is a very nice word. Matilda?
I can now read words.
So, Matilda, you can read words?
Well, yes, because sentence is a bunch of words, and if you can't read a sentence, you've got no chance with books.
And have you ever read a whole book yourself, Matilda?
Oh yes, more than one. I read a few last week, actually.
A few? In a week? My. What books did you read?
Nicholas Nickleby, Oliver Twist, Jane Eyre, Chess of the Dubervilles, Lord of the Rings, Kim, The Invisible Man, Secret Gardens, and Cat in the Hat.
Well, don't just stand there like a wet tissue. Get on with it.
Well, yes, there is in my class. There is a little girl called Matilda Wormwood, and
Daughter Perry Wormwood, who owns Wormwood Motors. Excellent man. Told me to watch out for the little brat, though. Says she's a real wart.
oh no, headmistress, I don't think Matilda is that type of child at all.
What is the motto of the school, Miss Honey?
Benvenitum est magicum.
Benvenitum est magicum. Children are maggots. In fact, I'll bet it was her who put that stink bomb in my desk early this morning. I'll have her for that. Thank you for suggesting
But I
it.
did, Miss Trunchbull, Matilda Wormwood is a genius.
Nonsense. Haven't I just told you she's a gangster?
But she knows her times tables.
So she's learned a few tricks.
But she can read.
So can I.
Headmistress, I must tell you that in my opinion, this little girl should be placed in top form with the 11-year-olds.
What?
She is a squealer, a shrimp, an unhatched tadpole. We can't just place her in with the 11-year-old. What kind of society would that be? What about rules, honey? Rules.
I believe Matilda Wormwood is an exception to the rules.
An exception to the rules in high school. think they just fit.
Well, look, I better hang around just in case. They start to squeeze out of your ears or something, you're gonna need help. I'm laughing, and I think it's for the best if we're best friends. Hide me! Somebody put a whole can of treacle under Trunchbull's chair. She sat down, and when she got up her knickers, she stuck to the seat. Someone told her I did it, but I never. And now she's after me.
That's not fair. That's not fair at all.
You're done, kid. You're finished.
Once Agatha Trunchbull decides you're guilty, you are squished. Yesterday, she caught Julius Rotwinkle eating a licorice ulcer during science. She just picked him up, swung him around, and threw him out the window.
Don't listen to them. That didn't happen. They're trying to scare us.
Oh, Matilda, they're saying she's gonna put me in choking.
What's choking?
They say it's a covered neuropathy that she puts children into. They say it's like nails, spikes, and bits of broken glass.
Somebody's your sense if you haven't been good, and it's made of spikes and wood, and it isn't quite enough to fix. And even if you could, there are nails on the bottom, so you wish you stood. When the hinges creak and the door is put, you cannot see spot at the end of your nose. And when you scream, you don't know if the sound came out. The scream in your head, you can wish you're back.
All right, look. When did this happen?
20 minutes ago. For what?
Oh no! She's coming! You better hide. Quick! Blazers! Now! You suffering spleen. Where's the maggot known as Nigel? He's over there, under those coats. Where he's been for the last hour, actually. What? An hour? Oh, yes. You see, unfortunately, Nigel suffers from a rare but chronic sleep disorder known as narcolepsy. It characterizes the sufferer experiencing bouts of chronic fatigue and falling suddenly asleep, often without knowing or any warning at all. You see, he fell asleep and we put him under the coats for safety. Didn't we? Didn't we? Yeah. Yeah. Totally. He'll probably think he's in bed when he wakes up.
Is it time for school yet, Mom? What? This doesn't look like my bedroom at all. Oh, hello, Mr. Oh.
Amanda Thrift.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
What have I told you about wearing pigtails? I hate pigtails.
But my mommy likes them. She says they make me look pretty.
Then your mother is a twit! Look out! She's coming into land! Here she comes! You. What's your name? Matilda Wormwood. So you're the Wormwood. I might have known. Well, Wormwood, you have just made a very big mistake.
Just so you all know, she's my best friend.
Wow.
Brand new stock, sir. Yes, completely different car, sir. Oh, green hair. It was National Green Hair Day, a celebration of all the wonderful green things in the world, like lettuce and it's not. Oh, tomorrow one? Thank you, sir. Das we do da. Now that is how you do. What the? I'm gonna keep it on. Looks like rain.
Who is it?
Yes, Miss Honey, Matilda's teacher.
Bit busy right now.
This will only take a moment.
Well, come in if you must. This is your doggo. It's nothing like that. He's my dance partner
Ciao.
Her name's Heliana? Bene, ciao Rodolfo. Penetrating from the side?
What? Hey, who is this? Email interruptions to my energy flow.
What do you want, Miss Chutney? Miss Honey. As you know, Matilda is in the bottom class, and children in the bottom class are really expected to read.
We'll stop her reading then. Lord knows we've tried.
Babes, I can feel it in my hips. Don't waste this.
Look, I'm not in favor of girls getting all clever pants, Miss Hussey. A girl should think about makeup and hair dye. Looks are more important than books. Now, look at you. And look at me. You chose books. I chose books.
I beg your pardon?
Babes, I'm on fire, please.
But Matilda can calculate complicated figures in her head in an instant.
Calculate this.
Fantastico!
With a little help from us, I believe her mind could...
Mind? Her mind? You really don't know anything, do you? Somewhere along the way, my dear, you made an awful error. You ought to blame yourself now. Come along. You seem to think that people like people what are flesh teacher, just go back to school. But this little girl, this miracle, she seems not to know that she's special at all. And what sort of teacher would I be if I let this little girl fall? I can see this little girl needs somebody strong to fight by her side. Instead, she's found pathetic little me, and another door closes, and Jenny's outside.
And so the great day arrived. It was like the entire world had gathered to see the burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharks and spiky objects caught by the man locked in the cage. It had all been arranged by the acrobat's sister, a frail woman who used to be an Olympic class hammer thrower and who loved nothing more than to scare the children of the town. Suddenly, out came the escapologist, dressed as usual in his tights and spangly costume. But there was no sign of the acrobat, and no glimpse at all of the shiny white scarf that she always wore. And instead of the musical fanfare that usually played, there was silence as he solemnly strode into the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharks and spiky objects caught by the man locked in the cage has been canceled. Yes, the audience gasped so loudly that a passing airplane caught it on instrumentation and reported it as an atmospheric phenomenon. Canceled because my wife is pregnant!
Oh, Matilda!
Absolute silence. You could have heard a fly burp. Then suddenly, the audience jumped to its feet and roared in appreciation. The feat was instantly forgotten, and the applause went on for nearly an hour.
So it has a happy ending?
Forgotten by everyone except, that is, the acrobat's sister. When all had quieted down, she stepped forward and produced a contract.
A contract?
A contract you have signed to perform this feat, and perform this feat you shall.
No.
I have paid for the posters, publicity, the catering, the toilet facilities. If I give the crowd their money back, where is my profit? A contract is a contract is a contract. My hands are tied. The burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharks and spiky objects caught by the man locked in the cage will be performed, and performed this day, or off to prison both shall go.
No! Well, what happened next?
I don't know yet. I'll tell you tomorrow.
Tomorrow, but I don't know if my nerves will make it until tomorrow.
Mrs. Phelps, you crying? Maybe I shouldn't tell you anymore.
Oh no, Matilda, we must find out how it ends. And I'm not crying because it's sad. I'm crying because they want that child so much. It must be wonderful for a child to be so wanted.
Yes. Wonderful. Goodbye, Miss Phelps.
of the underworld, a member of the mafia. This morning you sneaked like a serpent into my kitchen and you stole a slice of private chocolate cake from my teacher.
No, I did not.
Miss Trunchbull, Matilda's been here all morning.
Standing up, a little spitball, are you? Well, this crime was committed before school started. Therefore, she is guilty.
All right, look, I did it. I stole the cake, and I was really, definitely, absolutely, almost thinking about owning up. Maybe. But, well, I was having some trouble with my belly because the Trunchbull's cake was so good that I scoffed it down too quickly, and it was beginning to fight back. Oops, see? I'm not guilty, I didn't do anything.
You are guilty because you are a fiend. You are a crook and you are a thief, and I shall crush you. I shall pound you. I shall consign you to the seventh circle of hell, child. You shall be destroyed.
It was the biggest burp I had ever done. It was the biggest burp I had ever heard. It was the biggest burp I had ever heard about. It was like the whole world went silent for that one burp to exist. And then that chocolatey gas wafted from my mouth across the classroom, past Alice, past Lavender, past Matilda, and then my beautiful chocolate creation, which seemed to have a mind of its own, wafted straight into the face of the Trunchbull.
Bruce Bogtron.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
You liked my cake, didn't you, Bruce?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull, and I'm very sorry.
Oh, as long as you liked it. That's the main thing.
Is it?
Yes, Bogtron. It is.
Oh, well, I did. Thank you.
Wonderful. Marvelous, that makes me so happy. Gives me a warm glow in my lower intestine. Oh, cook! What's the matter, Bogtron? Full? Well, yes. Oh, no. You're not full. You're not full until I say I'm 16 kids. You're not full until they have the entire cake.
But I
No
can't-
buts. No time for buts. Eat.
But Edmund just told me sick.
He should have thought of that before he decided to take a pack or sink and eat my cake. Eat. He can't. Eat. Eat my food. Eat. A single slice or even two, Bruce. Might have been nice, but even you, Bruce, have to admit between you and it.
Did I not mention? That was the first part of the punishment. There's more. The second part. And the second part is the choking. What? No, Miss Trunchbull, you can't. Yes, Miss Trunchbull. Please, you can. Did you really think I'd allow myself to be defeated by maggots? Creep diet. Fool. A weakling. Idiot. You? But he took traps. He ate the cake. I did. I ate the cake. I did what you wanted. I ate the cake. I ate a lot. I did. Please, don't make me do nothing. That's not right.
It's intermission! I'm Lavender, and I'm about to go get popcorns, and so should you!
I would like to offer an apology for some of the things that have been going on tonight. They are not nice things, and they are not right things. And I would like to state guarantorically that we do not want any children that might be here in the audience tonight to try these things out for themselves. I'm, of course, talking about reading books. It is normal for children to behave in this fashion. It stunts the brain, wears out the eyes, makes kids ugly, stinky, fatty, sweaty, Betty, boring, and crucially, gives them varicose of the mind. We do not condone such activities, and we do so utterly without reservoirs. Okay, who here has ever read a book? You, right there. Yeah, you. What's your name? Jason? Well, Jason. Bookworm, stupid little bookworm, reading all your books like a stupid little bookworm. Worms read books. You read books. Worms are stupid. You're a swarm. There. Jason will learn from this. It won't stop Jason from reading more books, but Jason will never raise his hand in a theater again. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the pinnacle of our achievements as a species. The very reason we bothered evolving out of unicorns in the first place. Somewhere on a show I heard that a picture tells 1,000 words. So Telly, if you bother to take a look, is the equivalent of like lots of books. All I know I learned from Telly, this big beautiful box of facts. If you know a thing already, maybe you can flip the channel over just like that. Endless joy and endless laughter, most live happy ever after. All you need to make you wise is 23 minutes plus advertisements. Why would we waste our energy turning pages 1, 2, 3 when we can sit comfortably on a lovely bumper leaf, watching people singing and talking and doing stuff? All I learned from Telly. The bigger the Telly, the smarter the man. You can't tell from my big Telly just how clever a fella I am. Take it away, son. You're not gonna learn this from a stupid book. All I learned from Telly what to think and what to buy. I was pretty smart already, but now I'm really, really smart. Very, very smart. Endless content, endless channel, endless chat on endless panel. All you need is skills for muffin without really having to think for nothing. Why would we waste our energy trying to work out these days when we can sit happily on a lovely back release watching slightly famous people talking to really famous people? All I know I learned from Telly. What is it Telly? The smarter the man. You can't tell from my big Telly just how clever a fella I am. Who the Dickens is Charles Dickens? Mary Shelley, she sounds smelly. Charlotte Bronte, do not want a. Jane Austen in the composting. James Joyce doesn't sound nice. even, oh, I feel like spewing. William Shakespeare, William Shakespeare, Moby Dick. Easy, ladies. Oh, the new I learned from telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter the man. You can tell my big telly, what a very clever fella. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Lavender, by the way. Matilda's best friend. There's a bit coming up that's all about me. Well, not exactly all about me, but I do play a big part in it. But I'm not going to say what happens because I don't want to spoil it for all of you. Alright, look. What I do is I volunteer to get the Trunchbull a jug of water and... No, I can't say anymore. Well, on the way there, I find a newt. A newt is like this really, really ugly lizard that lives in water. I pick it up and... No, I can't say anymore. I'm going to put the newt in the Trunchbull's jug of water and it's going to be brilliant!
When I grow up, I will be tall enough to reach the branches that
felt she would squeeze all the air right out of her. And so they prepared themselves for the most dangerous feat they had ever performed. The escapologist had to escape from the cage, grab his wife and the child in a matter of 12 seconds before the flames on her dress reached her hair and blew his wife's head off.
Sorry? Go on.
The trick started well. The moment the specially designed dress was set alight, the crowd watched as she swung over the shards of spiky objects. 1 second, 2 seconds, the flames began to creep up the dress. 3 seconds, 4 seconds, she began to reach out her arms towards the cage. 4 seconds, 5 seconds. Suddenly, the escapologist swung open and he reached out one huge muscled arm to catch his wife and the child. 7 seconds, 8 seconds.
I can't look.
9 seconds, 10 seconds, 11 seconds, and he grabs her hand. Suddenly, the flames are covered in foam before they all can be blown to pieces.
So it has a happy ending?
No,
No?
no. Maybe it was the thought of their child. Maybe it was nerves. But the escapologist used just this much too much foam, and their hands became slippy, and she fell.
No! Was she okay? Did she survive?
She broke every bone in her body, except the ones at the end of her little fingers. She did manage to live long enough to have their child, but the effort was too great. Love our girl with everything. She's all we ever wanted, says the acrobat.
Love our girl with everything. She's everything.
And then, she died. And then, things got worse.
What? Worse? Oh no, Matilda, they can't possibly get worse.
I'm afraid they did, because the escapologist was so kind that he never for 1 second blamed the evil sister for what had happened. In fact, he asked her to move in with them and help look after his daughter. She was nothing but cruel to the little girl, making her wash, iron, cook, and clean, and beating her if she did a thing wrong. And she threw...
Let's call the police!
Miss Phelps, it's just a story.
What? Oh, yes. Of course. Matilda, you're so clever. I bet your parents must feel like they won the lottery by having a child like you.
Yeah, they do. They say, so proud of Matilda. They're like winning the lottery. Yeah, I better go.
Workshop, grabbed the drill, and using my incredible mind, attached the drill to the speedometer of the first car and whacked it in reverse.
Backwards?
Yes, boy, backwards. Backwards, exactly. A drill's motor rolls backwards thousands of times a second, and within a few minutes, I reduced the mileage on that old rust bucket to practically nothing. I did it to every single car.
Backwards! Stop talking now, darling. Here's a good boy.
10 minutes later, the Russians show up. Great big nasty faced apes, expensive suits, dark glasses, don't know who they thought they were.
Russians are nocturnal. I saw it on the program last night.
That was badgers. That was a program about badgers.
Same thing. And, did it work? Fantastico! Now I can
that you're never to be let in again.
What? No, please
Oh,
don't.
and if she does, I'll have her fired, and you will never read another stinking book as long as you live. I will put an end to your stories, young man. Now get in there and stay in there, you nasty little creep.
At night, the escapologist's daughter cried herself to sleep, alone in her room. She never said a single word about the evil aunt's doing, for she didn't want to cause a fuss, and so she suffered in silence. This only encouraged the evil aunt to greater cruelties, until one day she exploded. "You are a useless, nasty, filthy little creep!" And she locked the door, threw her in a dark, dank, dusty cellar, and went out. But that day, the escapologist had happened to come home early, and when he heard the sound of his daughter's tears, he smashed the door open. Have I been so wrapped up in the grief for my wife that I have forgotten the one thing that mattered to us most? I love you so much, my daughter, and I shall spend the rest of my life making it up to you. We shall be together forever. Don't cry, Daddy. I'm alright, Daddy. Please don't cry here. Let me wipe away your tears. Forgive me, Daddy, forgive me. I didn't mean to deserve you. I didn't want to upset you. Please, Daddy, don't cry. It'll all be alright. With you by my side, I've nothing to fear. Or fear. When this little girl fell asleep, the escapologist's thoughts turned to the acrobat's sister, and an almighty rage grew inside his great heart.
This villain, this demon, this monster, she has sullied the name of my wife. She has betrayed the trust of her own sister. She has shown cruelty to the most precious reality of my marriage. Bullying children is her game, is it? What will this creature think when the wrath of a grown man stands before her?
But that was the last the little girl ever saw of her father, for he never came home, ever again.
Matilda, I got those books we spoke about, so if you'd like to go over them.
What are you doing with those books, woman?
They were for Matilda.
No, they are not. Not on my watch. There's an age for reading, and there's an age for being a filthy little toad. These are toads. Aren't you, Bob Trotter?
Yes, Miss Redfall.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull. Only Bob Trotter here is now a good toad. Sit. It has come to my attention, Miss Honey, that you have no idea what you are doing. You believe in kindness, fluffiness, books, and stories. That is not teaching. To teach the child, we must first break the child. Quiet, maggots.
No one was speaking, Miss Trunchbull.
Miss Honey, please understand that when I say, quiet, maggots, you are entirely included in that statement. Where's my jug of water?
I'll get it, Miss Trunchbull.
girl. Look at you. Flabby. Disgusting. Revolting. Revolting, I say. I think it's time we tuck you all up with a little phys ed. This little bubbly has started reeking. Quiet, maggots, when I'm speaking. Reeking the most disturbing scent. Only the finest nostrils smell it, but I know it all too well. It's the lump of filth. It's the bouquet of deceit. And you may fetch your bridges, this head mistress, winds this fallow timorousness, holy old that horribly insults.
fool. I ought to have you rolled out, strapped to a trolley with a muzzle over your mouth. I shall crush you. I shall pound you. I shall put you in the deepest, darkest, dankest prison. I shall strap you to a table and experiment on you. And all these accessible slugs shall suffer the most appalling indignity. All because of you. Yes, you. Have you ever wondered? Well, I have, about how when I say red, for example, there's no way of knowing if red means the same thing in your head as red means in my head when someone says red. Now, if we are traveling at almost the speed of light and we're holding a light, that light would still travel away from us at the full speed of light, which seems right in a way. But I'm trying to say, I'm not sure, but I wonder if inside my head I'm not just a bit different from some of my friends. These answers that come into my mind unwritten, these stories delivered to me fully written. And when everyone shouts like they seem to like shouting, the noise in my head is incredibly loud. And I just wish they'd stop my dad and my mom and the telly, and the stories would stop for just once. And I'm sorry, I'm not quite explaining it right, but this noise becomes anger, and the anger is light. And this burning inside me would usually fade, but it isn't today. And the heat and the shouting, and my heart is pounding, and my eyes are burning. Suddenly, everything is quiet. Like silence, but not really silent. Just that still sort of quiet. Like the sound of a page being turned in a book, or a pause in a walk in the woods. Quiet. Like silence, but not really silent. Like the sound when you lie upside down in your bed. Just the sound of your heart in your head. And know the people around me, their mouths are still moving. The words they are forming cannot reach me anymore. And it is quiet, and I am warm, like I've sailed into the eye of the storm. Tip, tip over, tip, tip over. And you miserable excuses for children. And you, standing there like the squid of squits and his beating heart. But I am match for you, madam. There is no length to which I shall not go, no punishment that I shall not inflict, no finger that I shall not pull. There is nothing I shall not do, no ear that I shall not stretch. What is it? Oh, God, get it off me! Get it off me! Oh, it's heading north. I've got a note in my knickers. I've got a note in my knickers. I've got a note in my knickers. I've got a note in my knickers.
Well, that was interesting. Why don't we go home while we still can? Matilda? Matilda, I think we want to
Watch.
go.
Please. I moved it with my eyes. Am I strange?
How do you fancy a cup of tea?
What do you think it is?
pretend to know, but I don't think it's something we should be afraid of. I think it has something to do with that incredible mind of yours.
You mean like there's no room for the brains in my head and they're all gonna squish out of my ears?
Not exactly, but something like that. You certainly are a special girl, Matilda. I met your mother. She's unusual. And how about your father? Is he proud to have a daughter as clever as you?
Very proud. He tells me I'm so proud of Matilda. That isn't true, Miss Honey. He doesn't say that. He says I'm annoying and a nasty little creep.
See, here we are. Home sweet home.
Are you poor?
Yes. Yes, I am, very.
Don't they pay teachers very much?
No, they don't actually. In fact, I am poor the most because of other reasons. You see, I used to live with my aunt, and one day while I was walking, I came across this shed and immediately fell in love with it. I ran to the farmer and begged him to let me move in. He thought I was mad, but agreed, and I've lived here ever since.
But Miss Honey, you can't live in a shed.
I'm not strong with you, Matilda. You see, my father died when I was very young. Magnus was his name. He was very kind, but when he was gone, my aunt became my little guardian. She was mean and cruel, you can hardly imagine. And when I got my job as a teacher, she presented me with a bill for looking after me all those years. She'd written down every tea bag, every electricity bill, every tin of beans, and made me sign a contract promising to pay her back every penny. She even produced a document saying my father had given her his entire house.
But you don't think you could do that, do you? Just give her the entire house?
I find it hard to believe. Just like I find it hard to believe it. He would have killed himself. She said.
You think she did him in, don't you, Miss Honey?
I don't know, Matilda, but I do know that years of being bullied by them have made me pathetic. I was trapped. And that's why you live here. And there's nowhere else I would rather be. It isn't much, but it is enough.
Miss Honey, he has your father's house. She has everything that's yours.
You look chilly.
Miss Honey, is this your father's scarf?
Yes. My mother gave it to him before she died. You see, she was
An acrobat?
and my father was
An escapologist?
Matilda, how did you know that?
So they were your parents?
What?
The
Who?
people in my story.
What story?
A story I've been telling. I thought I was making it up, but it was your life. I've seen your life.
You've seen my life?
She did it, man. We have to go to the police.
Matilda, we can't. We have no evidence.
But you can tell them what she did.
They would never believe me. It would be my word against hers, and they would never believe she was capable of murder.
But why? She was so cruel to you. She beat you. She threw you in cellars. She locked you in cupboards.
Matilda, stop. Please.
Miss Honey, your aunt's a murderer. Who is she?
A contract is a contract is a contract.
Miss Trunchbull?
In this world, children, there are two types of winners and losers. I am a winner. I play by the rules and I win. If I play by the rules and I do not win, then something is wrong. Something is not working. And when something isn't working, you have to set it right. Even if it screams. What are you looking at?
You.
Class is going to have a very special spelling test. Any child who gets even one single answer wrong shall be sent to the choking. You. Spell. Oh. Now let me see. Spell newt. Newt. N-E-W-T. Newt. What?
Miss Honey taught her. She's very good at teaching.
Nonsense. Miss Honey is too soft and Peachy to be good at anything. You moron can see that. You! Stand up, turn around, and spell the one thing you all are. Revolting.
Revolting. R-E-V-O-L-T-I-N-G.
You're cheating!
Of course she's not cheating. She's simply spelling a word.
These little specks of dust can't be that clever. They are words!
I've taught them. That's all but kindness, patience, and respect.
How dare you bring those words into my class? You know nothing of teaching, and I shall prove it to you. You, snot-nose, filth bog. Spell Amshalakamanial scepter calling it to Moses.
But that's not even a word. You just made that up.
Spell it or go to the tomb. And I should warn you, it has silent letters.
A L T U L L.
Oh dear. Oh dear, dear.
Hey?
I'm so sorry. It was the silent Z. You're going to the choke now! Cat! C-A-F.
Miss Trunchbull, you're gonna have to put me in choking too.
What?
Dog. D-Y-P. And me too.
Table. S-A-F-L. And me. What's going on? What are you doing? Stop this!
You can't put Sol in choking. Banana. G-T-A-A-B-L.
Maggots. L-M-T-Y-W-X.
Snot nose. U-T-O-O-O-O-O.
Y-U-X-T-X-N. Big fat bully. R-E-W-X-T-W. Revolting. Come on, maggots. Did you really think I hadn't thought of that? A whole array of chokers. One for each and every one of you. And now that a little spelling test is over, I can tell you that each and every one of you has failed. See, children, there are two types of people in this world. Winners and losers.
The chalk.
What? It's moving on, it's writing something. Agatha, who the devil is?
No one knows doing anything.
It's darkness. Give my Jenny back her house. And then leave, or I will get you. No, if you got me. No! No! Run! 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 Run!
acrobat and the escapologist's daughter received a letter from a solicitor. It said that her parents' will had mysteriously reappeared, and she was now the owner of a beautiful old house, which up until that point had been owned by the evil aunt, one Agatha Trunchbull. She moved in immediately and was very happy, happier than she had ever been in her entire life.
As for Miss Trunchbull, she was never seen again. The Chokies were immediately destroyed, and a new headmistress took over.
And her name was Miss Honey.
And do you know something else? Matilda was never again able to move things with her eyes. I thought perhaps it was because her mind was being challenged, but she said it was because she no longer had a need for superpowers. I would look back at this little girl who had done so much to help others, but who was stuck with mean, cruel parents. It would make my blood boil. I wish I could just do something.
So, this is the end. I wish so much that I could tell you that this story had a happy ending. I wish so much I could tell you that Matilda got the love she deserved, but perhaps the truth is not all stories have happy endings.
Don't stand there gawping. We're going to Spain.
Spain? Why? This idiot, this nit, this twit brain seemed to think it was a good idea to sell 155 old bangers to the Russian mafia.
I didn't know they were the flaming Russian mafia, did I? Come on, we're leaving forever and never coming back.
Let Matilda stay here with me.
I beg your pardon.
Mr. Elwood, I would love to take Matilda, if she would like to stay with me, of course. I will look after her with love, care, patience, and I would pay for everything.
What, you mean leave our daughter here with you?
What did you say? What did you?
I'll be here any minute.
You called me your daughter.
They're here, you idiot. I told you.
We're kind of books.
Oh, what if they just my legs, my beautiful legs?
You must be the wormwood stalk. Yes. Where's your father at? He is... I don't know. The wormwood is a stupid man. And being stupid, he assumed I was stupid too. And that is a very, very stupid and rude thing to do. Yes, well, I'm afraid my father is a very, very, very stupid and rude man. You know this. At least there's one clever one in the family. What's your name, little girl? Matilda Wormwood. I like you, Matilda. You seem smart. Sadly, in my line of work, I don't often get to meet smart people like you. Most people, their thinking is, backwards. Backwards! И Наташка ме разслабва. Да, действуй такова. Спасибо. Мне тоже приятно с вами. You speak Russian?
Not as well as I'd like to. It's a beautiful language, and I hope to learn as much as I can.
Matilda, who taught you how to speak Russian?
I taught myself, I suppose. I was reading Dostoevsky, and I just thought it'd be better to read it in the language it was written in.
I'm Sergey. It's truly a pleasure to meet you, Matilda Wormwood. Matilda, your father has been stupid and rude to both of us, yes? I can have a friend of mine. Teach him some manners. And by the time he leaves the hospital, he will still be stupid. But not as rude, I think. I give this as a gift to you. What do you say?
Mr. Sergey, this is a very tempting offer, but he is my father, and I am his daughter, and I think I've had enough of revenge.
For this little, this miracle, Matilda. Da? Mom! What are you there? Matilda! Down Matilda! Matilda, your father is very, very stupid, but he is also very, very lucky to have you as his daughter. Although if I happen to be doing business around here again, he won't be so lucky.
Quick, let's get out of here before they change their mind.
Wait, what about the girl? Would you like to stay here with Miss Honey?
Yes, yes I do.
And would you like to take care of her?
I do.
Well, we are a bit short of room, so yes.
Thank you.
up into Miss Honey's arms and hugged her, and Miss Honey hugged her back.
And they hardly noticed as the Wormwoods,
And Rodolfo.
as the Wormwoods and Rudolfo sped into the distance.
They found each other. Yes, they had found each other.